Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a very informal video. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it on the YouTube, but let it be just for my practice or anything. So, uh, just a few things. I'm going to have this background music. Hopefully, I'm not going to, if I upload it on YouTube, not going to have some kind of issues with this. Oh, my microphone is there. Hmm, it's recording and fine. So basically, what happened? Like a few weeks ago, it's the one no. So yeah, a few weeks ago we had a few questions given by our Dr. Doipan Roy, and he gave out some questions on binary trees and stuff. So if I just go to binary trees, yeah, this is the practice problem. To insertion number of. So I was thinking like, why don't I just make a universal program for not only set one as well as set two? And I was thinking, okay, so this is going to be a long thing. The assignment is long. Not necessarily we need to do all of them, but it's good for the practice and everything. So I just updated my system and all whatever. So let's just clear it. And I am thinking like how should I approach this? Basically, I do know a few of this stuff how to do. Like I used to do it in my class 12, if I remember correctly. I don't know. But I've forgotten a lot of things, lot of things. So first, first things first, if you just go onto my GitHub under my notes, these are the class notes that's already there. So if I just go 6 and so this is going to be a little bit laid back. So I might not be that fast in explaining and all this. So be patient. 2 to 3. I might have some problem. Yeah, I have the practice problem. Some T.C. I was like, okay, let's do one thing. Okay, by the way, can Ranger view the PDFs? Yeah, it can. It can actually just like whatever. So I'm going to be attacking each and every problem as best as I can, and let's let's just hope how my way of doing it might help you out. Whoever is watching this video might put it up YouTube, or I just don't know. It's going to be a long thing, so you can skip ahead, do fast forwarding, whatever it is. And with that, let's just go. I think. By the way, let me just check if it's yeah, it's recording and everything. And I'm going to have some background music with it. A little bit. Yeah. Hopefully, this is not going to disturb the recording. Now, of course, I want the main, and I could use my VS Code here. Probably that would be better, I think, in a lot of ways. So if I just go. This was a program I was writing before. I think this is the program I was writing in class, like during lectures. I was getting some time. So let's not go into that. Let's just create some like main.c. And yeah, I am going to use a little bit of AI. That's just the coding AI that helps me. But this is just Gemini Assist and all this. But uh, should I do it like that, or should I do it in the old school way? Probably the old school way might be better because again this is class thing, no? So maybe I should not. Maybe I should just so let's just use Vim for it. Okay. Wait. Yeah, I am making it the main.c. So let's use my Vim. Now, because I'm using the Vim, so I'm not. I probably have some helpers. I don't know. So let's see. Yeah, I do have some helpers, but again, these are not like not really good. These are template. I Not a template. Yeah, makes life a lot easier. Hey, I am also like just learning a lot of stuff while doing. Okay, so if I just have some, I have some. Let's see. Wait, just start a template. Just listen. Ah, whatever. Ah, I forgot to configure it. Again, this is not a video where I configure stuff. I'm just looking like what else options I have in my normal work config. So this is the default config of NVChat, which I never got into really customizing it, and that's the issue. So I never got into customizing it. So now I don't even know how to even attack the problem set right now. Why the heck do I have it right now? And refresh. So something happened. Now the thing is that what do we need? We need a program to implement the insertion, binary insertion. First, the thing is that okay, display. Um, so there are actually two problem sets if you just notice. Uh, yeah. So restart my, and that was expected because I just updated and probably it has updated the new latest version. So it's going to be too much laid back, no, skip ahead, whatever be or this. So yeah. So the thing is that how should I approach this? There are about what 18 problems. Much man. So I make, let's go a little bit deeper. Let's make headers for everything and all this. I'm going to create two different files. So basically it will be something like this. Let me just write it. It will be something like std sitcom. No. So probably I have to write everything because I'm not. Yeah, the thing is that I hate it. AI has literally made me lazy at this point of not writing a lot of code from scratch. So basically, what generally happens is uh, I tend to just have AI do all this filling, and then I just write the main function. That too, even just the logic part. Then AI corrects it, and because of that, somehow I lost this habit of writing a lot of the codes by myself, and not actually a good thing. So let's decide. Let's decide what should we do. We should be doing. So, let me open one terminal. Just, let's go to there. So, how many files should we create? Now the thing is that. So, what do I need? What do I need? I need to have. Is still recording? Okay, good. This is a binary tree, and where is it? Where is it? This is binary search tree, right? So let's create two files basically for binary tree and binary search tree. So I'm just going to use touch command for just getting the layout of the search touch whatever, binary tree dot c, and let's use just headers. Okay, so we are going to create the headers as well, and of course we are going to have the search tree as well. So yeah, now if I just do an ls, yeah, so I have all this. Why don't I use the new cell? New cell sometimes, okay, damn, I have a lot of errors in my new cell formatting, and whatever. If I just do an ls, it gives me a very bit like more like, outline that I can see that okay, I have this binary And let's go back to CS3201 and screen. And oh, by the way, I do need to go within 2 hours. I at least want to finish something. So let's just use name. And okay, by the way, since I'm structuring it as binary search, I also need something which might be common to everything, right? So something like utilities would be better, I think. So in that case, let's just create something like utils.c h, and let's do it ls. Yes. So now we have probably most of the stuff that we need. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go. So here, what do we need to include? We need to include the utils.h. We need to include it. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do that. So these are just for. I shall try to like comment as much as I can. The fundamental libraries, fundamental libs. Now let's create the user created libs. I don't is. If someone can actually correct me if I am doing some wrong wording, let me know. Oh, by the way, so I think it should be good. Oh, yeah. This might give you a better outlook, like the code. Otherwise, sometimes what happens is the background. I know, like it's just how I've set it up, but this might be more helpful. So let me just increase the font a bit so that you can see. I don't know how the video is getting recorded. So that's there. I know I might be trash talking a lot without doing anything, but let's go get into the coding. What do I need? Sorry, I think it's quotes and utils dot because I'm including the utils function here. I think it should be the header files should be included here, so that when the function calls main.c will, yes, probably the header files. I forget. Header files be oh no, be linked to the main. I think it should be the user created. Yes. So basically, I sometimes forget the structure. Just include the .c files. Yes. Yeah. Predefined functions. That's how goes generally. What does the Google? Okay. So basically, I have it fine. So let's just continue. What do I need? Utils I have now. I need to have the binary tree or binary. What did I need? Right, binary tree, right? Should be binary tree dot h. If I just can't paste it here, search. Yeah. So I have utils. I have this. I just put the time because I might need it for because I am thinking of having a random. Basically, what happens because I need to test out the code again and again, right? So because I want to test out the code, I don't want to have like user again and again entering stuff random. What do you call this? Not random. Yeah, basically a random. Not exactly a pseudo random, but what it can directly enter it. Now, if I do it something like that, what else do I need? So basically, I need the function prototypes first. So function prototypes. Okay. Oh, by the way, I hopefully have it in link. Link. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Loop. Do I have it in loop? Yeah. So now function prototypes. For that, what should I have? I should have a display function, display main menu. Other than that, I should have void display. I think I should just name it. What was it? Practice set 1 or 2, something like that. Yeah, practice 1, practice 2. So let's just call it practice set 1 menu, something like that. That is very bad naming, I think. I just can't think of any. Set 1, what call it? Menu. Uh, I think it was C for change, right? C. Then if I just do 2, then I press what? Enter? No. 2. What was it in the Vim command to change a. Okay, I sometimes forget the Vim command. The Vim command, Vim P for changing a letter. It? Oh, it's R. Character under the cursor with the. Okay, J. Okay, okay. So it's if I just do R, okay, and then if I do J, okay, it just changes. So R, I just need to do makes it. Okay. So while recording, you might see me fumble up and whatever. So let's go. Now, as I was saying that I want the user to not always enter the tree, so I'm going to have something like random tree generation kind of thing. So, and again, like following, if you were in the class, so I don't know how many people are watching. So basically, this is called BT node that sir has given the name. So I'm adapting the same naming convention. So I'm going to have something like BT. I think sir gave it capital. Yeah, it's capital. So BT node, that's binary tree node, and I'm going to have one node basically like a function that will be creating random trees. So random tree, that's there. And basically I want it to such that user will enter the number of nodes he or she wants to uh, enter, and that's it. So it should be something like that. And yeah, a very simple function. Now, of course, the user can also enter his or her own like choice of tree. So I would say this create tree, create tree from user, from, and what do we call this kind of case? It's not snake case, I think. Whatever. So basically, we just ask the user to enter the what do you call this, nodes themselves, and because they are entering the nodes, probably we don't need this number of nodes. We can directly ask the function itself. So it will be fine. Next, what do we have? What do we want actually? uh so in the tree creation, we can also, like, if you were in like in the class, so uh where is it? So I think it was here, binary search tree from files. Okay, that's a whole. Basically, if I remember, not this one. Is it just a raw file? Okay, I'm going to check it out later. It's interesting. Ah, where is that binary tree? Probably this one. Yeah. So as you can see, Doipans are hard coded the nodes somewhere. So suppose I also want to do something like that. So let's make it hard coded. Okay. Create tree. What call it? Or let's just call hard coded tree. So create hard coded tree one. Let's create a hard coded tree, and yeah, and that's it. Probably we are done. Now the thing is that we need to write the main function. Oh man. The thing is that something that I don't want. It's writing too. Yeah, why am I feeling so lazy at this point? In main, at one point I used to write all this code without any. The thing is that after doing coding for so long, I'm been like whatever. So basically now I need the main root. So basically just have it as null. Of course, I need to create the structures for the BT node and everything. So that all the structures will be there in utils.c or h. Okay, the structure will be in h, and basically we need to make all the functions in utils.c, and yeah, we do need a lot of stuff. So probably I'm going to leave this particular main right here, and we are going to come back to it after we just do the utils.h. First, let's go and make all this. So nvim utils.h. So let's go, and it is totally empty. First, because we are actually making a header file. I was actually searching it a bit because sometimes I forget. So not this one. So if you just go on to Google and just how to include user created header files C90 probably. So basically, if you just go here, and lot of the things are being mentioned here. Basically, we need to define. Okay, and while defining a header, you also need to make it like if not defined. Where is it? Yeah, if not defined. Okay, we can actually do it like that as well. Okay, basically, it's something like if n defined. So I'm just going to directly write it just so that you can see. If n, yeah, basically if you don't define it, then it's going to like probably do basic error handling, exactly how it does the error handling. But the case for this kind of writing is capital util utils, I give s, right? Utils dot dot, you will just underscore h. Okay, next you are going to define it. So define, it should be utils.h. Now that we are done with this, do we need elif? We need elif here. Probably elif is, so it should be at the last. Yeah, it is. It is at the last, like after everything. So basically, we need to do it in this code block. This is the code block inside which we are going to be defining all our functions and all our things. First, let's just include the library functions, and like whatever happens, sometimes it includes the library functions again and again because we are having this included in another utils.c. So this if def sometimes handles that kind of again and again, the code block doesn't get included, so it kind of makes it it handles the redundant adding. That's what I know, but probably I need to check it out once. Correct me if I'm wrong. uh, so by the way, on this whole tutorial I am not going to be using AI, just so that I can do it in the old style, old fashioned way. Like I'm just going to read some documents here and there and come back to it. It's going to be a very long video if we just go into doing that, but it's probably in macros, not in macro. So how C handles multiple header insertions? So include guards. Okay. Yeah, so these are called include guards. I remember, like, okay, so basically these are the guards that actually prevent the compiler on adding the same libraries like stdr.h again and again and the same code base. Basically what happens, you call stdr.h and in the assembly code it takes the stdr.h definitions, standard definitions, and it again includes it. So suppose it standard definition has something like 400 lines of some code. Okay, now such that these 400 lines are not getting included again and again, we need to use this kind of include library guards, or what do you call this, include guards, right? Include guards. So let's so I have put the guards, and so now I need to have the basic things like stdio.h, and again let's do the include, and I have stdio.lib, which and it's just going into that .h to that number. Going probably for that .h means the time one, and because what do I need? If I need anything, I'm going to just write it later. So now these are done. Now I need to have the structure of BT node. So basically type def struct BT node. Let's just create the structure right now in data, and then struct BT star left struct. What just happened? Oh, damn. Right? Okay, that how does that buffer sometimes? Okay, whatever. So int data struct. Okay, goes into that, which I don't want right now. How should I do it? If I just use a undo here, it will go back to there. So int data. I'm trying to even understand. If I give a space, then it's not going to do that. Okay. If I do this, fine. So I'm going to have the left node, and I'm just going to yank and paste this so that we can just have it. Oh, right. And we are done. No, we are not done. We need the name of this, basically BP. So now we are done. That is the basic definition of the tree structure that we are going to follow. It is basically following this, nothing new. Oh, sir probably named it as what? Oh yeah, he just created like, okay, whatever, left and right, better, like more exclusive naming. But I remember he wrote it completely left and right, not maybe I am in the class he wrote it left and right. Why is it L and R here? Okay. So now what functions do we need? We need functions like, okay, why the, is Rita restarting? Yeah, so let's first have this create node function. Create node, let's just have int data, and now what do we need? Let's go back to the questionnaire one. Display in order, post order, non-recursive. So we need all this, but probably these non-recursive ones are going to be there for particularly practice set one. So that's not the point. Okay, okay, by the way, for non-recursive, I remember. Okay, this is not like I know everything. I'm going to be searching internet a lot. So basically how to create a non-recursive, you call this non-recursive, what do you call this? In order traversal, in order traversal, yeah, regression. We need some stack, right? Yeah, we need a stack. So this stack definition will be used by everyone. So because we need a stack, we need to make that stack structure as well. And not only that, need the stack structure. Okay, so if I make it a stack or queue, it is using, wait, new, oh, this is C++. Okay, it's fine. Okay, let's just have both the stack and queue and let's see which one we are going to use. Probably we can have both of them, but yeah, I'm going to keep some lines here and be like, first let's do the queue structure. So I need to define the length. So define max size. I remember sir was telling to use 80 somewhere. I'm just going to use go by what I used to, basically 100. But it probably doesn't matter much. Right now it doesn't matter unless until you are working in a really production level environment. So not much. So I'm just going to have a queue, and here what we are going to have. Probably, of course, we are going to have a int front, then there, and account should be good because I remember there was a frequency type question or some frequency question. Ancestors, Brett, but here or somewhere else. This util is going to be used by both of them. There was one talking. Oh yeah. Such a balance factor we have. It's going to be taking a lot of time to. So I'm just going to have count function, not a frequency. Basically, I remember there was thing in the questions. It will just like keep a track of the number of items which are currently in the queue. So number of items in the queue, life a lot easier. So then I also need to make the array for it. So basically, I am going to make this array using BT node itself. So items, the name it item. Let's just take it. So and the item size would be max queue size. And with this, hmm, with that, our queue structure is kind of okay. Now we need to make those functions like basically creating the queue. So queue something like, again this will be a point, not create node, but now it will be create queue. Now when that is done, I am going to have something like int is empty. It's Q empty, and basically we are going to pass the Q itself to it. It will have Q, Q, but I'm thinking it should be a true and false, right? It's either empty or it's not empty, and int gives it too much space working for it. Let's use bool, but if I use bool, then I need to include std bool. I think it was something std bool.h, std h. Yeah, it was std h. Yeah. Mm. Okay, so how much? So is the queue empty? Fine. Let's also have something like, is the queue full? The queue full. That's done. Now, of course, we are going to have the basic functions like enqueue, dequeue, and those are going to be the same bt node enqueue, and we are going to pass the structure itself, as well as we need a new node, right? So bt node. Let's call it node. Now what do we need? enqueue हो गया, dequeue करना पड़ेगा. So queue, I just need a, so I don't need this part. Sorry. Now I need to, of course, we need to release the memory as well. And do we need anything else? If we need anything else, we are going to say void the queue e. I'm just checking it because I have this very bad experience that I forget the exact spelling and then I sometimes mess it up. So it's there. Now we have this whole queue structure ready with us. Probably that is fine. But oh, by the way, yep, have I created? No, I haven't. Okay. So I also need this function called void free because memory management करेगा करेगा भाई. और यहाँ पे क्या होगा? यहाँ पे जो है हम root को लेते हैं, ठीक है? It's just a structure so that we can remember what we are doing. And if I remember correctly, let's go back to the questions. This is the search one. So the number to be inserted, the parent. So I do need a find function because it's going to be this find max, find is exists, and all of these are going to have a very common thing, that is we need to find the node. So I think it would be better if I just list out all those functions here as well. So sometimes I need the after create node, I also need this function that will find the node for me. So same structure, find node, and basically we need the root itself. So, and other than that, we need a particular data point that we are looking for. Now, if that is done, this is done, this is done, this is done. We have made the queue data structure. Now, what do we need? We need what? We need to also implement the stack probably, because not. So the whole stack will basically be the same. And at this point, there are people who can make it very quick. I'm going to cheat a little bit here right at this point. I'm going to use Let's go to utils.h as I was writing it. Basically, now I need to have defined. See, that's why I like it because it kind of, yeah, see, it is giving me this max. I don't need that function, but sometimes it gives better thing. I need max stack size C. That's why I sometimes like it because it kind of makes the process a lot easier. So of course I need a stack function, and let's see if it was able to make it correctly. Uh yeah, it is correct. It is correct. But I don't know if I'm going to require the count here. I'm going to probably just have it, what do you call this? Commented out for me. And I'm going to keep it the the name of the array as items as well. So that's fine. Now then I'm going to have stack. Wow, create stack. Very good. See, that's why I sometimes like, because it makes the life so easy. Uh yeah, it is fine. Is stack empty? I need the stack empty. Okay. What do you need? I need the is stack full. I need it. Okay, the push function is not like this. I want the push. Okay. Should it be BT nodes? I don't want to return it. To return something, probably I'm going to have the pull for it. And the pop, I think I'm going to, okay. Okay, and I'm going to leave the pop as BT node. Makes sense. And the free stack is void, which is of course like as a basics. And do I need a peak function basically. So peak function would be, oh, okay, this habit is not good. Okay, this habit, like I was going to type it, but typed it out for me. And yeah, I'm going to have it as PT node. So my utils.h seems all right. Now, because I have all of this, should I go back to make the menu, or should I make these functions at first? I think it will be better if we just go and make these functions first. So let's start with what function. We can always start with this create node and just go function by function. Yeah. Now let's include. First, I need stdio.h will live. Then yeah, I might next. No, I don't need string. I need the utils. So this will be defined at first, I think. So that's the, oh, what a dot out dot utils h. And we are probably done with the libraries. Now I need to make the BT node. Oh, create node. Nice. So create node. I need the data, which is all right. Now, okay, be very careful while you do it, something like this. So BT node, and I would like to call it new node because something that I'm taking from C a little bit, but C++ a little bit, but whatever. So this is all right, size is all right, and I know that Dvipan sir says that it doesn't matter what you call this, what type casting you do on overmalloc because you can anyway do the type casting later. But I'm going to do it here just to be safe, like not safe, but whatever. And this part, no, it has done much. This is not quite correct. Yeah, this is AI coding, but the AI helper. Okay, now it's doing it. So I want to do the null checking and is basically, but it is exiting, which I don't want. Yeah, it's correct, exactly. And I don't want fprintf. I don't want fprintf. Basically, I want this new function I was learning. So it's called p error, if I remember, prror. Yeah, plus plus. Is it a C plus plus in C? Yeah, it's a C error. C, madam. So basically, it's an error message to the standard error message. Null and does not null the string, the standard error string. Now, followed by a colon and a space. Basically, I think it is better to use p error. I was learning about it. Uh, or you can just use normal printf. That is also fine. So, return value is. Oh, can't I just have a null? Or I can just return null. Yeah, abort. Okay, it is aborting. That's an example, good example. So basically, I want p error to p error, and that will fail to happen. For you, but okay. Hey, I don't want exit. I just want to return null. Okay, because I need to check it later. So don't do it. Okay, if that is done, I don't need an else block to it. Basically, now you can do this. Whatever this guy was doing. Basically, you just take the data into this, left to null, right to null, or you can just do it in one line. Basically, you do it. One line, you can do it. And, oh, sorry, new node, right? Ah, So, yeah, we have created our create node function. Now, let's go back to utils.h. This is done. Should I write it down here? I don't know. Okay. Now, I need to make the find node function because, okay, it is still recording and fine. Because we need to find the parent. So, ये function बनाना पड़ेगा अभी. अगर अभी देखो AI might actually make it by itself, and that's the issue. Makes it. And at this point, I feel like, should I cheat or should I not cheat? That's the question. Let's keep it there. Let's make the find node function ourselves. Okay, without the help of AI. So if I just u and nvim utils.c, and we are here. Oh, hey, do I need to just do any kind of print statement like creating a node and stuff, commenting? Is for and whatever. Now let's create the BT node, that find node function. Okay, so find function. And what do we need? We need to have the root as well as the data that we need to find, right? So we need BT node, uh, root. Wait, my phone. How much charge do I have? Remember, I need to go out at, yeah, it's only 10%. I need to go out with my, because one of my friend has a, there, that's there, but I'm going to upload this video directly to the internet. Hopefully I don't, and that music is not running. And why is it? That music I can't find. So after that, we need what? We need the data, right? Which will be int data. And like if we have data, now what do we need? First, we need to check the root null stuff. I think the AI does this part quite well because Okay. 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 In NVM, it looks like this. Good. So we are going to return null, of course. And this will be our base case. I just want to comment it like this will be our base case. This means what? This means either the tree is empty or node is not found. Node is not found inside tree. Okay, makes sense? Okay. Now we need to first check if the root is itself contains the data. That is kind of the easy. So root data is equal to the data that we are finding, and if that's the case, basically you are done. Return root. Now the thing is that first we do it like this. Next, what we should do, basically we have a tree, right? Okay, think about it. So after we find, if suppose my data is like 55, first I should go recursively again and again inside the left subtree. Then if I don't find it, then I should go into the right subtree. That should be my logic. So if I just have bt node, let's say call this found node, something like that. Found node equal to, basically I need to do recursively to the left subtree. So basically I need to call the same function, but change the root to the root left. Okay, so root left, and the data remains the same, because of course. Now then, do I need any kind of checker? So it goes to the left part and it calls it, and suppose at some point at the last moment it is null. Okay, it is not null. Wait, let me just think about it. So here it goes to here, then again it goes to here, then it encounters a null. If it encounters a null, it should go back to it should just go to the right subtree, which is basically just return find node, bt node, right, and of course. But suppose what happens when it finds it? It will find it, suppose the root itself equal to data, that will be fine. But suppose the root is found in the subtree, it needs to return that as well. When it is not null, right? So when it is not null, means the found node must not be, right? So if found node is not null. Okay, that's some nice formatting of NVM or NV chat. Basically, I used to use this previous lazy vim. I switched to new chat, NV chat, and whatever. So I just have returned found node. Basically, because I want when the node is found in the left subtree. Makes sense? Sorry, now we need to make what? Maybe I should also open the Utils.h as well. And what do we have? We need to create a free tree function. So let's create a void free tree. Okay, and seeing that the NeoVim understands the words that are in a single file, but not across the files. This might be good or bad, I don't know, but it's good for when you have a long project, but not good when you probably they should do something like because it can access the all the commands or maybe the variable names across all the files in a single folder. That's how I think NVim or NewVim should be upgraded. That's just my opinion, but let's see. Now, of course, the basic case would be root not equal to no not equal to is continue, but yeah, let's do equal to null. Then it's going to do a simple return. It's void, right? So void means I don't need to do return 0. Just can do a simple return. Now what basically I need to do, I need to recursively call this free function so that it frees the root again and again by going into the left subtree, then the right subtree, and then freeing the node. So it should be free root, but but it should go free, change the root to left, then free, undo, free. Now I need it to be root right. Makes sense? First it goes to the left, goes to the deepest part, then it frees to the root, then it goes to the deepest, it goes to the left, गया वहाँ पे जाके जो है क्या हो गया, लास्ट में नल आ गया, वहाँ पे रिटर्न कर गया, नहीं रिटर्न के पहले तक गया जाएगा, उसके बाद राइट तक जाएगा, उसके बाद सारे स्टैक में पूरा फुल हो गया, and then basically it frees the root one by one by up from the right side. Okay, probably that's how should be working fine, or I should have root in the middle. Okay, that's no, if I have the free in the middle, basically it goes in the right but never goes to the, basically it goes to the left but never goes to the right, it goes to the right but never frees it. So I need to have the free at the end, otherwise it's not going to do the free operation. That's how I think it should be working. Hopefully that is how it should be working. Now, okay, what do I need now? Okay, done. So we are done with these three functions, and it's already 1 hour. We do have the queue structure. Need to create this create queue. Let's create it. And this is where I just want to just go back my AI, because this we have done multiple times, and I just want my life to be a little bit easier, because it's going to take too much time to write all this stuff. Now, these are what we have done handwritten, like by writing it by hand. Now let's use a little bit of AI to make our lives a little bit simpler. Let's first check. So it's going to okay, yeah, malloc is fine. If it is if that is null, then basically there is, yeah, and 0 minus 1 0. Wow, perfect. Is queue empty? See, so it's going to take the queue as well, and basically it's going to return the count. Wait, what? Count equal to 0. Yeah, of course, it's fine. The queue is full. So it is, wait. if it should be max q, max or minus, right? Basically, count is the number of items, and the number of items equals to should be the max q set. So yeah, it's fine. Fine. Sometimes even I am confused. Now NQ, you need this. Okay, let me first accept it. Q is fine. BT node. Yeah, I think I remember. I think I should be having it side. Wait, right? So how did I create it? I made it Q, then BT node. Yeah. Then I need to fix the font. Now I have, okay, is the queue full? Of course. Then it's, we can do a fprintf, and for it I'm going to just do the buffering to standard error. Queue is full, cannot bring queue. Return C. See, this is where AI actually falls short. This is where I have a BT node. Wait, in queue कहाँ पे था? क्या थी? NQ में मैंने BT नोट दिया था, right? Or did I use bull? No, I use it. So then it is fine. Yeah. Yeah, then it is fine. Then it is fine. First thing, like I was using the bull. I'm using the bull here, not here. Okay. Hence. Next. Next, it is basically rare code. It's a simple logic. Yeah, it is fine. Running the is fine. Now I need to have the DQ function. So भाई ये भी करके कर ले भाई, तू कर ले. Okay, after this is done, let's go to check it. So DQ, basically we are having the queue, and then we are checking that is the queue empty, and yeah, fine. Null, it is fine. Null, then BT node. Wait. What? Okay, it's creating. It's having one node here. These items, and yeah, this is fine. Then you run also fine. Count for negative. Okay, fine. Wait. You are returning this node. Okay, fine. That makes sense. Totally fine. Next, PQ. Fine. Next, we are going to create a stack. If the stack, oh wait, did I wrong change? I'm going to get some. The only song that probably not going to get me scope. Now, what do we have? What? I think I should be making all. Otherwise, doesn't make sense to me. What do you think? I think at this point I should be making it myself. Let's create the stack by app. Let's just raise it. We're going to keep it till the free queue. Okay. And we are back. Let's see, where do we need? Okay. Now we are going to be creating the stacks ourselves. Stack. I think I gave it a capital S. Capital S. So stack. First, let's create the stack. Is create stack. So basically, what do we need? First, we need the stack pointer. We need to allocate the memory for it. So first, alloc size of stack data structure, and of course, I'm going to typecast it. Will be a stack pointer. So we are done with this first line. Next, if the stack doesn't exist or some kind of error, okay, I can actually do something like this as well. Basically, it means if not the stack, if it is null basically. So if it doesn't exist, like, I just do this and then I can just use p error and just say fail hello. And I just return null. Okay, done. If is done. Now what happens when you insert something? No, we're not inserting. Basically, we are actually first creating. So I need to initialize the top as well. So basically, the top will be initialized to the negative one because as soon as something gets inserted, it goes to 0. So this one, and I need to return one. Return this type. Yeah, makes sense. Now we need to make the is empty is full structure. Why don't I just, if I remember correctly, yeah, these are the things. So if I just go escape, I do visual mode and do this, and then I yank it all here, paste it. Now, so I don't need a count here because the top actually does the work for the count. So I just need to have this here. This is the stack empty, and instead of stack, I'm going to go with the same naming convention, Q for Q and S for stacks. Basically, I just do S top is equal to empty matlab -1. Okay. Okay. Now basically I need to create is the stack full. Now I need to check that if the top is max queue size name, max stack sizing. Did I do? Yeah. Stack size. Now because it is the indexing, it should be -1, right? Makes sense? Now I need to make this function. Push pop peak and free stack. Okay, बहुत कुछ है बनाना पड़ेगा. Let's go. So first I need a push that I am going to make a bull function for it. This pull, because the reason for making it a bull is actually good, because then you can check that the pushing was successful or not. So it's an idea I got somewhere on the internet, like it was on a YouTube video. But yeah, this is actually a good idea. I am trying to copy it at this point. So, so now what do I have? I have a this push function, so let's do it. Wait, push will be, wait. If I have a push function, I don't need it to be a pointer here. Ah, why is it in visual mode? So I don't need it to be a pointer. This makes more sense. Now, if I just have the push function here, I just need the same parameters or arguments that code I want to put a node in that. So basically this game. Now if this stack empty, and I pass stack there. So is the stack empty? The answer is true. Since 1, then it will go inside. So if it goes inside, I need to do printf. Standard error is fine, and I basically need some error. Error stack over. You know what I did there? I basically just referencing to the stack over. That helps a lot. They need more references. Now, oh, by the way, if something like that happens, so basically I need to do a return false. Now, if that is okay, now I just need what? I need to have implemented. What just happened? What just happened? Okay, incremented. Top will go from -1 to 0, 0 cents. Now, after that, I need to, because I also need to pass the item data. It should be something like items वहाँ पे था, that was an array. So इसका जो top है, that would be equal to the node. Using the node here. So this is basically adding the item, and if it goes successfully, then I will just return true. And yeah, okay, at this point I'm just writing the code, and I currently have not that much of idea if it's basically, I've written this kind of code many times, so I know it's going to work, but still, like, I haven't tested a lot of these things out yet. So you know, that feel like, am I doing it correctly? Am I doing it correctly? That's the feeling that I'm getting. And I'm making it myself again just for the practice of it, because even I also, like, I'm not that good, so I need a ton of practice, and I have stopped practicing all this kind of basic coding, which is not good. Is really, now I need to pop will not happen if the stack is empty, so this makes sense. Wait, yeah, wait, I did a very stupid mistake. If the stack is empty, then you can always push, man. If the stack is full, then you can't push. What am I doing? The stack is full, then you can't push, and then basically you have the stack overflow. Now if the stack is empty, you can't pop, then basically you have the stack underflow. So let's just do error. error stack under okay. If that happens, then basically you return null. Now I need to pop it now. Let's just have pp node some item. Basically I'm just calling the node as item, or you can just call it that. It just confuses me sometimes. Even item confusing me. Don't know what to call. Whatever. So I need an items array with the top indexing. The top is now at the item. Now this item is copied to. That's fine. And basically I need to decrement the value of the top. Then I just need to return the node or the right item here. I name it the item right here. So it's fine. Now I need to make the pp node pick function. So for that I need to pass the stack. So after I pass the stack, but that if I just pass the stack, I need, if first of all I need to pick, means if there is nothing, I have nothing to pick, so I should be having is stack empty. Pass the stack. Sense. Basically then just do a return null, or you can just do a simple thing. Crazy statement like what the heck, heck is there to peak. That's just fine, just a fun step. So now I need to do no changes and just basically return the item. So the item array, that's the item array, right? Items. If I remember correctly, it was here items. Yeah. तो आइटम्स के अंदर जाना होगा मुझे s top पे. So that's the index. That's what we are going to return. Now void. Now I need to free the stack. Void stack. This is capital, and I just need to pass the stack to this stack, pass the stack to it. Now if the stack is not empty, then only I'm going to free it, right? The stack is not equal to null, then only it makes sense in freeing the stack. Probably just this free s will work. Now I have some doubts. Will this free s be enough? I need to later run variant. Okay, let me how to free stack. Must only be allocate. Heap allocate. So I'm allocating it to the heap, right? If I just go back to how the stack was getting created, create stack. I am using malloc. It's going to go the stack linkage. Yeah. Damn, this is Ordino. Yes, it is tag frame. It is in this one. What else I could do? Oh, item by item. No, S is itself the whole thing. So freeing it should make sense. Okay, I'm going to run the Valgrind on it later and just check it out so that we can at least have an idea on will it work on that. I think that should make sense. Okay. Okay, I've done till this much. And we have coded about how many lines? I don't know. Just to we just coded about something like 160 lines, 50 lines, and then also main. So we did something a lot, but still we haven't done quite a bit because we still need to create the main things. So, and I actually need to go out right now. Probably I am going to come back and do the rest of the part, and let's just upload. Yeah, that's it.